can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Las Vegas Raiders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
This is taken at about the 14. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On play action, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And an Eagle.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 50-yard attempt.
His kick is absolutely perfect. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell me they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Well, first down and more for Jacobs. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Eagles 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On play action, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Arnett on the coverage.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Wentz. Incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
and they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
To morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
Wentz now to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Going for it with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Raiders' 7-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing is Wentz. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 14.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Wentz going to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
Draw. Here's Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. With the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That looked okay, but in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Eagle first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
23.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Jacobs down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. It's so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On the counter now, it's Sanders. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 89 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly. Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Looking for more on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
The 25-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Down man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. For a loss. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
At the 48-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean a linebacker? Wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw his Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, some inroads here on that deficit. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wentz on third down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Jones on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. And this is Carr. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's got the first down here and then some. A penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jannard Avery in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. If they've had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt.
getting in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you